On this episode, we race simulators, Mike drives a car he can't afford, and Josh cooks and brakes. Let's get it! Welcome back, guys, to the Drift Games YouTube channel. We've been listening lately online to a lot of chat about how good simulators have become. You know, those kind of computer game things. Well, I'm not convinced because I'm old school. I'm getting on a couple of years. I'm used to going out on track myself and feeling the grip behind the wheel. But today, we've got a unique opportunity in Mondello Park with the M experience to actually test the comparison between how you drive in real life versus how you drive in the simulator. We've got some incredibly high performance, probably expensive, too expensive for us machines here. We got a couple of guys from the Drift Games crew ready to test them out. Before we get into the nitty gritty, I really want to introduce you guys to some of these incredible cars and look at them a little bit more in depth. First up is the Mini Cooper S. This 2-litre 4-cylinder hot hatch makes 197 brake horsepower and is front-wheel drive. The M2 competition is an absolute beast. Small, agile, rear-wheel drive, and its 404 brake horsepower comes from a twin-turbo 6-cylinder. The M4 is the daddy of the bunch. 425 brake horsepower, tons of torque, and an advanced double clutch system allows it to go 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. I think the winner today is the person that can get the closest in amount of time between their lap on the simulator and their lap on the actual track. So it's not just about who's the fastest, it's about who's the most consistent. Can they translate the driving ability from the simulator into real life? Now, I will say, we've done a lot of tests recently with some very cheap cars, but the accumulated value of the cars behind us is €237,000. This is about €36,000 in that spec. This is €87,000 for the M2 competition, and that's 114,000.
114?
114,000 in when you add in all the Irish taxes into that. And that's going to make. The reason I'm telling you this is because we cannot afford to do any damage to these cars.
Expensive
So you got to go fast, consistent, and not crash the cars. I'm going to pick the M2 competition because I've never driven that, and I'm really intrigued to see what that car is like. So
I'm picking second.
Picking second? Oh no, I know what you're going to pick. You're afraid of the price of that. That's all that's wrong with you.
Obviously.
You so am I. Why am I driving the most expensive one?
Because you'll have to pick, you don't have a choice.
How have we given Mike the car for 114?
M4, like.
Let's go up to the simulator room, let's meet up with Rob from VRA. Let's get set up on the simulators and put in some laps, and then we'll kind of know where we stand.
Okay, perfect.
It's cool. Now, we're probably busy, but we have another scheme. So today we've got somehow €237,000 worth of cars to test, and the winner is going to see if they can match their lap on the track or who the closest to their simulator. Because obviously there's a lot more fear in real life, there's a lot more you can break and crash, especially when the cars are expensive. So I'm wondering, do you drive more aggressively on the simulator because you don't have as much fear, or is it kind of similar? So the idea is see if we can, who's got the more sort of comparable driving style between both, and that kind of to me would be a better test than which is faster.
So it'd be interesting to see how well you guys adapt to the sim versions and whether you adapt to the real version as quickly or vice versa.
That's the thing. So what rigs have we got here? So we've got like very fancy simulator setups here.
So these chassis are chassis that we've built ourselves. These are our own bespoke chassis. It's a race seat OMP, and then you've got a Fanatec direct drive DD2 wheel, which is kind of the top of their range. We've got Fanatec shifter here. We've got the Fanatec Hydro for drifting and for rally.
We won't need that today.
Not today. And then we've got some V3 pedals with a performance kit in. So, and a high-spec PC, triple monitors, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
This is a perfect representation of the Mondello track the guys have worked on for a couple of years, so it's really accurate.
I'm quite happy that I'm not in the expensive car, I'm in the slower car. Unlike Mike, he can easily spin his car.
Did you hear how much this car's worth? I'm actually so nervous. It's not even funny. It's just, I don't know. In real life, I'd be terrified driving the car like.
It's really, really realistic, this steering wheel. It's very, like, you feel the way it just pulls and drags, so it doesn't, you never really feel like you're playing a game.
I want 111. That's the time I'm going for.
Josh, the handbrakes works if you want to just pull it for the car.
All right, so we've done practice, probably a little bit too much practice to be fair, but it's a lot of fun. So I've got the high-tech scoreboard. So who wants to go first? I think you should go first.
Mike's
Mike.
at the top of the list.
Well, Mike's at the top of the list, so Mike, you go first.
I'm number 1. This is it. Oh.
This does look like an handle. It's quite well, this car.
It is wanted for the price of it.
I'd say the concentration levels in his mind now. There's definitely, I think he's got overheat before the car does. He's come around the corner, it's on a 59. This looks like it could be a good one.
That's my time.
That's your time.
That's your time.
106.4. I take that.
106.
Better than what I was doing, so.
Just thinking now, these have to be beaten by the car.
Yeah, I just thought that.
I know, yes. I don't know why I went so
realistic is that
fast. Not bad for like learning the line 20 minutes ago.
That's fine again, but in the real world, you
Oh, in the real world, I'm not even
105.
entertaining
It
it.
could be 105 point crash.
Go now, hard as you can.
At least you made it around the first corner this time.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh no! Oh! Can't hear it, but it's just made the car sound squirrel.
Oh no.
Oh no, oh no, he's gone sideways.
What's wrong with you?
It's not a good lap at all.
Breathe louder so it's getting more intense.
Get in there.
Concentrating a lot.
Dave, this is woeful. Oh, Jesus. What, 109?
109.7.
It's over.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not great.
I think it's doable in real life though. See, this is the classic you guys, not thinking ahead. You're thinking, oh, it'll be really fast in the simulator, and then you won't be able to get the time in real
Oh,
life.
did you mean to...
Yeah, I meant to mess up, give myself a little bit of a leeway in the real car, and now try and get the same lap
I'm
out
a
there.
racer, I can't go slow.
Yeah, well, you're going to be going slow on the real track, that's for sure. Because you're in a Mini Cooper. Get in,
Get in, will we?
Get in,
Yeah, we
for the
get in.
spin. We're waiting for the passenger
Yeah,
laps. Come on, Josh.
Come on.
I feel like you're being supported, but it's going to be fake. Oh my god, start braking there.
What?
I was watching you guys braking.
We were going a lot faster.
Yeah, I know you were. I forgot.
Does this work?
Don't you dare, it does work.
What does this button do?
Stop. Guys!
It's a pretty good time.
That's good. Well done, Josh.
You're nearly going to turn
Oh.
early.
This isn't bad, Josh. 8 seconds to get up there, Josh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
I
did it!
A 110.9.
9. Right, so Mike in the M4 did a 106.
Yep.
Respectable.
That was pretty good. I did a 109, which I think is
Terrible.
it's realistic. Is what it is.
Realistic compared to what?
And Josh has done a 110.
Spectacular.
That's not bad.
So you have to beat a 110,
Yeah.
or at least get close to it. I have a 109, which is kind of reasonable enough.
Pilot.
I'm worried.
I'm pretty worried for Mike, to be honest.
for
worried.
So now, that's kind of like there's no consequence to any of this, but from here on in there is. So we're going to go get some helmets, we're going to go to the cars, and we're actually going to try and match these times, which I'm a little bit worried about now.
I wasn't thinking about
There was quite some crashes on the simulator, so I'm a little bit worried now what happens out there. So
You broke an engine.
I may have broken an engine, so that's something I did in half a lap, so I don't want to do that out there. So yeah, maybe we should just leave it there. We just leave it. That was good. We had fun.
I think this is a
that
good
video was
challenge,
good
yeah.
enough video for anyone.
We saw the cars.
We saw the cars. We did some times. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Join us. No, we'd have to do it now. We said we were going to do it. Let's get some helmets.
Okay, let's go.
We interrupt this episode to give a very special shout out to one of our partners here at Drift Games, M-Tech Brakes. Now here at Drift Games, we're all about going fast and getting as much power as possible out of our cars. We often don't think about stopping power, and that's where M-Tech Brakes comes in. M-Tech are quickly establishing themselves as the leading UK supplier of brake components. Their performance brake disc kits, well, they help reduce your stopping distance, keep the water away from your disc, and even reduce weight. So for everything from brake pads to brake discs to big brake kits, get onto mtechbrakes.com for all of your needs. Now let's get back to the episode and see can we match our sim times in real life. Okay, so we're now going to go jump in the actual cars, which is a bit more scary.
Yes.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to get 1 lap just to get a feel for the car, and then you get 3 laps with the best time of the 3 counting as your overall time. On the first 2 laps, Rob's going to tell you in the car on the radio what your lap time is on the first 2. The last one we're going to leave as a secret until the end to see who wins and who loses. So, Mike, you're up first because there's no point in continuing it.
If we're going to crash, we get it over with.
If you crash, there's no point in doing it anymore.
I'm actually so nervous here.
Be safe. And if you crash this thing, we don't know who you are.
I'm just going out the gate in the M4 if I crash it. Like,
I would keep driving and never come back.
Mikey?
Never come back. That could be the longest lap time of all time. Best of luck, Mikey. I'm worried now.
Oh my god, I'm nervous. It is not even funny. Stress it is like. Right, here we go. Oh! It's probably definitely one of the fastest cars I'd say I've drove. Definitely one of the most expensive cars I've drove anyways. And it's not even my car. It's not even Dave's car. Like, 2 turns left and then we're starting my time lap. I just want this to be over. Go on! Woohoo! We're gone. Come on, Mike! Come on, Mike!
Here we go.
He's going full throttle.
Oh my god, that was so fast. It's crazy though, like I'm doing the same things from the simulator, like same gear changes, same turn-in points, like same braking points really, and it's working.
And they say you got to be smooth to be a racing driver, and he's not a smooth man.
Come on, BMW! Stay wide, cut in now, go on Mike, go on Mike, go on. I have the indicators on. What is going on? Ah!
He's done a 1:11.35.
A 1:11.
It's actually crazy how enjoyable it is to drive a car like this.
Mike, you're 5 seconds off your simulator time.
5 seconds? Where am I going to get them back? Probably by growing a pair of honest with you, but I'll never live it down if I crash in brand new M4 in Mondello! Woo! Go on!
Here we go.
He's serious in there.
Concentration face on.
What was that one?
That had to be better.
1:09.9.
What? That's 3rd gear and I'm doing like 150 kilometers.
Oh, you don't want me to tell you, no?
No, you keep this one to yourself, Rob. We'll keep it till the end. That'll keep it nice and suspenseful for everybody watching. Look at this.
He had a smirk on his face.
Smiling that one. I think you like that one. Did it feel good?
No joke, it's probably the sketchiest / greatest thing I've ever done in my life.
Mike, do not hit that off something coming into the car park or the paddock now. You've done the hard part. Just bring the car in safely, turn it off, and take the rest of the day off.
Can I do a few skids first?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
God, I love BMWs. God, I love BMWs. Definitely everyone should come down to Mondello Park at least once and try the M experience. Drive the M4. What a car.
This yoke is an antichrist. It just kept going.
Well done. The car is still in one piece.
I don't care. That's
all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So what was Dave's time in the simulator?
1:09.763.
Seems achievable.
So yeah, it
Does
should.
seem achievable.
Here we go. €87,000 car.
It seemed fast.
Apex here. Oh, this car is unbelievably fast.
You can't hear much either from around here, can you?
No, but you can hear the S's. There, he's on the S's now.
Yeah.
Oh, getting a little bit sideways there. Up to 3rd gear.
Dave, your first lap was a 1:07.31.
Oh, so I'm already faster than the simulator already. Do I want to go any more faster? Probably not.
But he is not very good with simulators, and he'll admit that himself, even drifting, but he's a good driver in real life. Like, he just wiped his time there.
Oh, I think I turned on the radio by mistake.
What was this?
1:07.31. It's very, very close. No way.
You do it?
Okay, no, I can't tell you.
I'm happy enough with that. 3 pretty consistent laps. That is fast
You're
car.
much faster than your simulator.
I think it can be down to the person. Like, I feel more in that car. I actually feel more comfortable in the real car than I do on the simulator.
And you didn't go off on real life, so.
No, and I was crashing into barriers on the simulator, and this, I couldn't afford that. I think when it's understeering on the game, you feel it a little later. It almost has to do it before you know it's doing it, where this you can almost feel the edge of the grip just by even the noise of the tires. What was his time, Rob? It was something ridiculous.
110.
110.
Yeah.
Best of luck with that. 110. He was like so competitive on the simulator. I didn't get a good time.
Forget what they're saying.
Off he goes. To be fair, they are a very fun car.
The worst thing is I did a blistering lap on the simulator, and now I have to match them in real life.
This is the boring bit, because the Mini will take much longer to get back around here than any other car. So, how are you, Mike?
I'm alright too.
I'm good. I had a good day.
It's a great day for the house.
Enjoyed myself. Yeah.
Lovely weather we're having, isn't
It's
it?
lovely. It's a bit cold.
Right, f it. I'm going for it.
Here he is now. Off to the shops. Go on,
Flat here. Oh, it turned out on me. Oh my God, this is terrifying. Oh my God, do not go in the gravel, they'll be just laughing at you.
He's pushing wide. What did he do, Rob?
1:13.04.
I shall beat myself. Oh my God.
All right, Josh, you're 2 seconds off your simulator time, which is a dangerous thing to tell you at this point, but...
Oh, that's more dangerous than sounds, come on.
And I don't want to distract you in the car too much, but what are you having for lunch? How's things going with you? You all right?
Oh, they're winding me up now.
And 2 seconds is quite a bit to take on, actually, to be fair. And if you were distracted in the car at any time,
Shut up!
or waffling on, that would be a disaster.
Okay, I've got 1 lap after this.
He's pushing. He's pushing.
What did you get that
He's
time, Rob?
slower. He's 2/10 slower.
He's 2 slower.
You were putting him off, I'd say.
Brakes seem to be fading a bit, but this is my last lap, so I have no choice.
Let's just say he did a 109. Let's see his reaction, even though he didn't.
He's the second underneath.
I think he's the fastest man that's ever driven a Mini Cooper.
Flat, flat, flat.
Oh, bit of understeer.
No, that was what I'm going for. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea.
I'd say that last one was fast.
It's a good car though. I like the car. The brakes are scraping.
Oh, back. Oh,
Josh right,
what's up
Josh
there?
right, Josh right.
Oh my god.
None of us toasted our brakes.
What was he doing on them the whole time?
It's braking hard, Joe.
He was braking hard, yo. Trust him, of all people.
What could and he always say I'm the mad one, like I'm telling you.
They were literally like molten red.
They were brighter than the colour of the
Brighter
car.
than the colour of the car.
Serious? I've never seen anything like that.
I've never seen anyone toast brakes like that.
Like they were glowing.
So you did a 109 on your second lap.
You literally put a second on your
109.
simulator time.
109?
Yeah,
That's what they
at
got
same
simulator.
speed as the M2.
What, so I was the same speed as the M2 on this? Hang on a second. Was I the same speed as your first lap in the M2?
Yeah. In another word. That never happened. No, you're way off. You're actually slower on your second lap than your first lap.
Perfect for a cold day to warm the hands.
Okay, so we've just finished up the challenge. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Josh set some brakes on fire. Me and Mike somehow didn't crash some BMW M cars. And we had a lot of fun, even on a very, very cold track. Yeah. But Rob, we don't know our third lap times. So what was Mike's third lap time?
Mike's third time was a 1:05.9, and he was the most improved driver.
1:05.9.
So his first lap was
1:11.35. So your third lap time was a 1:07.18. And your second lap time was also a 1:07.18 exactly.
So 2 laps identical.
Exact same.
Identical. I've never
Consistent,
seen that
consistent.
before.
It's good.
How was Josh?
And Josh's third was a 1:12.44.
What?
12:44. What was his first lap?
A 1:13.04.
So you did improve, but you didn't get
improve,
near
no,
the simulator.
So third, second, first. Who was the furthest away from their simulator time?
That would be you, Dave, because unfortunately you're a bit crap on the sim. But 2.543 seconds was your gap between real.
But
and sim.
technically, I was faster in real life than on the sim.
Yeah,
So I'll take that as a
That's not
victory.
bad, that's not bad.
Yeah, Josh, you were in second place. You had a gap of 1.526 seconds. So very good. Well done.
Slower, much slower.
Much slower. But maybe if you took your foot off the brake, it would go faster. Do you ever think of that?
Shut up.
Which means that Mike, you're the winner.
Hey,
with
okay.
0.551.
Right off the car.
I actually
0.551.
right off the car.
Thank you.
So you were 0.5 of a second
off my simulator.
from the sim. I feel like I need to do more simulator driving because I'm actually worse on the simulator than I am in the car. And you just need to give up.
You just need to stick behind the camera. Stay doing videos.
Thank you for watching, guys. That was a pretty fun episode to make, and I think the results were pretty interesting too. Now we're just starting to, creep into this sim racing world. We want to know what you guys have. What's your setup at home? What are you running? And how accurate is it to the real life? Have you tried track and simulator? Has it helped your driving get a little bit better? Well, we'll be back for more challenges soon on the Drift Games vlogs. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the notification bell on to be notified every time we upload a new episode, and we'll join you on the next one.